Pokemon Splendor is a 2 to 4 player game where players take the role of Pokemon trainers in competition with each other to catch and evolve valuable Pokemon. We'll start with a setup, shuffle the stage cards and put them in ascending order, starting from Tier 1 at the bottom and Tier 3 at the top. To the right of these cards, we'll face up the 4 top cards. On the top of this, we're going to shuffle the rare cards and the legendary cards and face up only one card from the top. The balls will be sorted by type, as you can see over here. Take note, if we're going to play with 3 players, we'll get rid of 2 tokens. If we play with 2 players, we'll get rid of 3 tokens. The Master Ball tokens stay the same irregardless of player count. Now each player takes a trainer tile. Here I'll be using my favorite Pokemon trainer, Psyduck. Place the trainer tiles in front of each player. Now decide who plays first. The game proceeds in a clockwise motion. Use the trainer marker to keep track on whose turn it is. Each player is allowed to do 1 of 4 actions. They can either take 3 different balls, and this does not include the Master Ball. 2 is taking 2 balls of the same type, as long as there is at least 4 ball tokens in the supply when you're doing this action. And no, this does not include Master Balls. Please note that the Master Ball counts as a wild, meaning that it can be used as any type of ball token. Players must only have 10 ball tokens at the end of their turn. The player can choose which 10 balls he wants to keep and return any remainders to their supply. The third action that can be done is reserving a Pokemon. You can reserve a card that's displayed on the setup or the top card from any deck and putting it on their hand, then taking a Master Ball. You have a hand limit of 3 Pokemon only. You are not allowed to reserve rare or legendary Pokemon. When the card from the display is being reserved, replace it immediately. And finally, the fourth action is catching Pokemon. You can either catch the Pokemon from the supply, or catch the Pokemon that you've reserved on your hand. On the bottom left of the Pokemon cards are the type of balls and number needed to catch the Pokemon. When you have the amount, pay the cost by returning the ball tokens to the supply. Place the Pokemon you've just caught in front of you. It's a good idea to arrange your Pokemon in front of you to keep proper track of them. When catching a Pokemon, you also receive the bonus located on the upper right of the card. You can use the bonus as a token to catch Pokemon. For example, I can catch Abra using 3 Heal Ball tokens that I have, and a bonus Heal Ball from the Bellsprout that I have that I caught earlier. Some Pokemons have numbers located on their cards. This indicates how much they are worth. Adding the numbers from the Pokemons you have will be your current score. If a Pokemon is caught on the display, replace the cards immediately. Now let's talk about evolution. Evolution is not considered an action and is done at the end of a player's turn. Have a look at the Pokemons that you've caught and see if they meet 2 conditions. One is if the Pokemon's evolution is in the display, or if you've reserved it ahead of time. The second criteria, if you have enough bonuses as displayed to perform the evolution. You cannot use ball tokens. Over here you can see that I have enough Heal Ball bonuses from Pokemon that I've caught earlier to evolve Bulbasaur. The Pokemon that was previously used is then face down on the trainer tile. You can only perform 1 evolution per end of a player's turn. If a player has 18 or more points, finish the round ensuring that any remaining player turns are done. As soon as the last turn is over, the game ends. The player with the most victory points wins. Any face down Pokemon on the trainer tile is not added to the score. In case there is a tie, the player with the most Pokemon underneath their player tiles wins. And if there is a tie again, the player with the most Pokemons in front of them wins. I hope this video helps you guys out. Peace.